Okay, so back with the 7310 that I had so many problems with. Is that gonna fit? Yeah. So, all kinds of problems. I won't go into it. Anyways, but at the end, the guy said he didn't want it back. It's mine. So I sent it to Super Dave. I'll check out his channel. I'll put links in the description. Super Dave figured out that it was actually the carburetor. It was acting exactly like an air leak. As soon as it would get up to temperature, it would go lean on me. But what was actually happening is it was running out of fuel. So this will be the very first time that I've ran it since it came back from Super Dave. And I am going to just do a quick check because he did not adjust the carburetor at all. So we're going to start the high out at 1.5. And we'll start the low out at 1.5 also. And just, try and tune it in from there and see how it cuts and see if we have any problems. Start off slow at first. Do an easy cut. I really wanted to square up that cant. So it's square now. Oh, thank you, Super Dave. I think his channel is actually called Super Dave Outdoors. But like I said, I'll put links in the description and stuff so that you can check him out. He's a super great guy, and he's been super good to the channel. He didn't charge me anything to fix this. I just paid for the parts and the shipping and stuff. And I thank you, Super Dave, because this was out of my depth. All I kept doing was going, it's got an air leak. It's got an air leak. But I couldn't find the air leak anywhere. I sprayed it and sprayed it and sprayed it and sprayed it. So this thing was riddled with troubles. And some people, not a lot, but some people have given me some grief over this. But there's two things to that. One, you don't know the whole story unless you know it, all right? Two, I've never claimed to be a pro at this. I have never sought out port work. People come to me, they like the channel, they want to give me a chance. I've had a lot of people that, you know, some people just can't understand that. Like a lot of people will pay for a port job just to see, right? And so not everyone is scraping every penny that they have together to get this port job and everything. So, but anyways, Court was very gracious with everything. I think he knew that it was never quite right. He thought that a port job would just fix all of his problems. He was in a rush to get it back. And so I was like, yeah, you know, it runs good. Yeah. And so I get it. I opened it up, did a test cut with it, took it, ported it, came back out, did a couple test cuts with it, and then sent it off. That was the deal. That was the arrangement that we had made. So there was no way for me to find all the little intricate problems that it had based off of that dealio. I guaranteed him like next day turnaround. So it was a fast turnaround, got it out of my shop, and then whenever he got it, it continued to have problems. He let the clutch keep being bad, and that generated a lot of heat that radiated up into the cylinder and fried it, and caused air leaks with the transfer caps. And anyways, it was a long, hectic, and arduous journey with this chainsaw. And in the end, finally, it came back to I was fixing everything I could for Court, right? And I was not charging him for it. This is how it went down. He was just charging parts, and he was just being charged parts, like it had fried the cylinder. And I repaired that and put a new piston in it. All he had to pay for was the piston itself. But it continued to have problems. I actually have been inside this saw probably 6 times trying to find out what the heck's going on, and ended up being that the main culprit of the problem was the carburetor. And Dave found it, the way that Dave found it was very natural. I mean, whenever you run out of avenues and you can't find what's going on, all of us do it. We part swap, all right? Dave had a hunch that maybe it was the carburetor that was bad on this, and he had his 7310 right next to it and was able to make that swap out. So right there, and then it ran great with the other carburetor on it. So once that happens, you got your answer right there. So I am excessively grateful to Super Dave for finding this, because I had made a vow I'm never getting into this thing again. I was tired of it. I was very sick and tired of it. And I got to say, if I was Court, I would be mad at the Echo brand. But he bought this secondhand off of someone else, and it just never worked out. It just never worked out, and it always was kind of riddled with little problems. And so if I was him, I'd be like, I ain't never buying an Echo again. But these things happen, especially when you buy them secondhand, because you don't know what that guy treated it like. But right now I can say it is good to go. And my buddy Andreas is probably going to want to take this off of my hands. So we will see how that goes. I'm going to contact him real soon, and hopefully he'll get it and love it and put it to good use, because he has a residential tree service. The Farm Mac 660 clone that I sold him, he's complaining about because it's too big. No one wants to use it and everything. He's wanting something that's in between that and his Echo 590 that I built for him. He still can't get over the 590. He loves it. It's his favorite saw, right? But so I think this right here is going to be good with a 28-inch bar. He's got a 36-inch bar on that damn, on that 660. This right here is a 28-inch bar setup, 3/8 chain. It's a little bit aggressive for this here oak, but you know, I sharpened it, and you know, I'm happy with it. It's pretty good, doing all right. But I think he's going to love this saw. So we'll see, and hopefully that's the last video you'll ever see of this saw, because hopefully it'll never break and he'll never bring it back to me, because I don't want to mess with it anymore. Hope you dug it.